Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to read about lumberjacks. It's got some big logs on the cover. First, we'll start with a few key vocabulary before we read the book. That way we'll know these words when we come across them, or we can go back and look at the definition of what they are if we can't figure it out in the context of the sentences they're used in. Key vocabulary word: bunkhouse, a place where people sleep. Cords, and in parentheses of wood. That's something that's not used a lot anymore. My grandfather used to talk about cords of wood lots of time. It's a stacks of cut wood. It's a measurement too. It doesn't say that, but a cord is a measurement of wood. Immense is very big. Landscape, a stretch of land. Lumberjacks, people who cut down trees for a living. Snowshoes, frames that are used for walking on snow. Timber, trees that are used for building. Woodsman, a man who works in a forest. And we have a word teaser. This might be useful in January, but not in June. What are they? I bet that might be up there. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get here at the end. So, giant trees. In the 1880s, many people began to move to the western part of the United States. Wherever they went, they needed wood to build houses and stores. That old picture. It's a log cabin in the background. In California, thousands of trees filled the forest. Immense redwood trees grew there. Just one redwood tree had enough wood to build many houses. That's a big log. Let's go back to immense. Wonder what immense means. Immense, very big. So, very big, so that'd be very big redwood trees grow there. Logging, a logging camp. Workers, called lumberjacks, remember that's who cut trees down, spent their days cutting down trees. Look, they're using a crosscut saw instead of a chainsaw. There wasn't chainsaws then. That's how they cut down trees, is with a crosscut or a buck saw. All right, then we have the forest was a hard place to work. There was often deep snow in the winter. Lumberjacks sometimes used snowshoes to walk on top of the snow. And there's some snowshoes. That's just to help spread out your weight in a large area so you don't sink. So if you use regular shoes in deep snow, you just sink. Okay. To work hard all day, a lumberjack or a woodsman would eat a good breakfast. Breakfast might include raisin pie, oatmeal, cheese, and pork and beans on toast. Most lumberjacks live together in a building called a bunkhouse. Wood stoves are used to heat these simple buildings. And all them fellas in there sleeping in that one area. Kind of reminds me of barracks in the military. Lumberjacks cut and stack cords of wood to heat their bunkhouses. A cord of wood is 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. Remember I said it's a form of measurement. So we're measuring a stack of wood that is 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. Down the river. Before timber could be used, horses dragged the immense logs to a nearby river. Logs floated down the river to a mill. Look at them guys standing on them logs. At the mill, huge saws cut the logs into boards. The boards were loaded onto ships. The ships then headed for big cities like San Francisco. Forests today. Today, many redwood forests in California are protected by special laws. These trees can no longer be cut down. Some of the forests have been turned into parks. The landscape is beautiful to see. It's a big, look how big them trees are, them people standing beside them. There's some that you can look on the internet if you want to, and there's tunnel in these, and they drive a car through it. There's pictures of that. So we go back to the word teaser, and it was snowshoes or cords of wood. So you probably wouldn't need cords of wood to burn to keep your bunkhouse warm. And your snowshoes you wouldn't need in June either, because hopefully there's not snow on the ground in June, deep enough, especially deep enough that you need snowshoes. Remember, these books are in our cafeteria, and if you'd like one, take it with you, read it, bring it back, keep it. We've got plenty of them, so please grab one, and you can log into this video and we can read it. You can read it with me. Thank you.